All right, so today we're diving into something really cool. We're going to deconstruct this fascinating teaching method that's actually hidden inside a simple children's story. Think of it as a blueprint for teaching some of life's biggest, most important lessons. So let's jump right in.
So, let me ask you something. How do you actually explain a value like honesty or courage to a kid? I mean, really explain it so it sticks. It's a tough one, right? It's a challenge that, pretty much every parent and teacher runs into.
And that's the heart of the problem, isn't it? I mean, they're not things you can see or touch. You can't just hand a kid a piece of respect. So the real question is, how do we make them real? How do you take these big ideas from just words on a page into something a child actually experiences and understands?
Well, that is exactly where our story for today, the Magic Classroom, comes into play. We're going to deconstruct it and show you this really powerful method it presents, a way to turn these abstract ideas into lessons that are not just practical, but totally unforgettable.
Okay, so let's get into Lesson 1, Unlocking Teamwork. The whole journey kicks off right here. And this first challenge, it's not just some random puzzle. No, it's about laying the groundwork for everything else to come. It's all about the power of teamwork.
So picture this. The kids walk into this amazing room and they see this message on the wall. Only those who collaborate and stay curious can unlock the mysteries. See, that's more than just a hint. It's the #1 rule of this whole experience. They're faced with a lockbox, and the message basically tells them, forget looking for a metal key. The real key is how you work together. And I love this part. Look at how the story breaks down these big, kind of intimidating words into something super simple. Collaboration, that's just working together and sharing ideas. Curiosity, it's just a desire to learn and discover new things. It makes these virtues feel totally achievable for the kids, They can actually do them.
And here's where we see it all come to life. They don't just sit around talking about teamwork, they actually do it. You've got Sarah, who encourages everyone to share their ideas. Then there's Zane, who steps up and supports Omar when he's feeling a bit nervous. And what happens? Boom! They unlock the box together. The lesson isn't in the definition, it's in the actual doing.
All right, so they've got that first win under their belts. But the Magic Classroom is just getting started. It's time for Lesson 2, and things are about to get way more intense. The next challenge is a lot more personal, a little bit scary, and it's going to require a completely different set of virtues.
Now the kids are standing in front of an invisible bridge. Whoa. And the message on the wall says, only those with respect, ambition, and courage can cross. So right away, they know this has nothing to do with being strong or fast. This is a test of what's on the inside. You literally have to be these things to make it across.
And again, check out how these virtues are defined in the story. They're so practical. Respect is just we listen and care for each other. Ambition is we believe in our success. And my absolute favorite is how they define courage. We try even when we are scared. It's so perfect, right? It's not some dictionary definition, it's real. It's what they need in that exact moment.
This moment with Omar is so key. We get to see the real impact of these challenges. Remember how he was kind of shy and nervous with a locked box? Well, now he's terrified on this invisible bridge. But his friends encourage him. That's respect in action. And he finds the courage to cross. And that experience completely transforms him. So much so that he's the one who figures out the final piece of the puzzle. Because right after the bridge, they hit a dead end, a giant golden door that just won't open. This is a pure test of determination. They try everything, and nothing works. But they refuse to give up. And it's our newly confident Omar who has the big breakthrough. He realizes the key isn't one person's idea. It's unity. It's all of them, together. They act as one, and the door swings open.
Okay, so magical puzzles are one thing. But how does all this stuff work in the real world? Well, the story takes us there next. We're moving out of the Magic Classroom and into something we can all relate to, a school invention fair. And suddenly, the obstacles aren't magical bridges, they're other people. And almost immediately, there's drama. Omar, feeling confident, kind of takes over and starts steamrolling everyone else's ideas. We've all been in that group project, right? But then Sarah steps in and says, we need to be fair. Everyone's ideas matter. She's literally using the lessons of respect and collaboration they just learned. It's awesome. And this is such a crucial point. The story shows that fairness and honesty aren't just about being a nice person. No, they're practical tools you need to succeed. Being fair means you get to hear everyone's great ideas.
Being honest means you make smarter choices for the project. Basically, having integrity becomes the best strategy to actually win.
All right, so we've been through a locked box, an invisible bridge, and a tense invention fair. Let's step back and look at what the kids have actually picked up along the way. Let's put it all together.
What they've built is basically a character toolkit. Think about it. Each challenge gave them a new tool. They started with collaboration and curiosity. Then they added respect, ambition, and courage. And finally, determination, unity, fairness, and honesty. And you see how they all connect and build on each other? It's brilliant.
And you know, this is the real magic of this whole thing. The story makes it crystal clear that these aren't just words for some fantasy classroom. They're the exact same tools you need to nail a group project and, to succeed in life.
So, if you take away just one thing from this whole breakdown, let it be this. The story shows that character isn't something you learn by being told about it. It's something you build, something you forge in the face of a challenge. You learn it by applying these virtues and seeing for yourself that they actually work.
Which kind of leaves us with one last thing to think about. The magic classroom is really just a powerful metaphor, right? It's about designing challenges that teach values. And it really makes you wonder, what are the magic classrooms in our own world? What stories and challenges are we creating to help build character for the next generation?